Hey there, welcome back on my channel. Thank you for being here today. In this video I will show you what I sewed in September and October. Starting with September then, it was not a busy month in terms of sewing. I only sewed 2 pieces. First, again, the very popular on this channel Angelina top that I've shown you many times already, and I had just enough fabric left of this viscose jersey. I made a dress out of it, the Angelina dress obviously, and I had just enough left to do a top version and that is crop, not the long length version that exists, and with short sleeves and a turtleneck because I love turtleneck. And I used this piece when I made it back in September as a top in itself, but now it's more a layer piece. I put stuff on top of it. I really like it. The fabric is very comfortable. I know the pattern now throughout. I don't even need to follow the guidelines anymore because I've done it so many times. So it was an easy project, quite quick. Very happy with it. Then I did another easy and quick project because I've done it a few times already. I have one dress, but it's more the summer version. It's sleeveless jersey and knee length maybe. But I wanted a version more for colder time, so with sleeves and longer on the legs. So I'm talking about the Lazy Dress by Tropical Research. So I bought these double gauze with golden dots on it. I think I had 2 meters and it wasn't enough for the sleeve, but I had in my stash this black double gauze, so I use the non-golden dots gauze for the sleeves and the fabric with the golds for the entire dress. I added some ruffle at the end that is not including in the original pattern, but because I like ruffles. I think for me it's an easy way to add some fun to a piece of cloth, and it's quite easy to do. And because I used the side of the fabric for the ruffle, I didn't even do a seam at the bottom because it cannot go away. So that were my 2 September projects. Quite quick wins, very happy about it, turned out very well and very glad. Not the same for October, you will see. We had a few fails in the following months. Now in October, honestly I'm not sure of the order of the clothes, so it will be a bit random. First for fail or semi-fail, I did the shepherd vest by MC Patterns, My Couturier Patterns, something like that. I didn't do the pocket version, I like it very simple, this kind of garment. I've said it before on this channel, I won't say it again because I've decided that I'm done with this brand. Don't buy pattern by this brand, it's a scam. I think they are AI generated pattern. The guidelines doesn't make any sense. The patterns in itself is poorly drawn. I mean, the armholes are not deep enough. The design is bad, the sizing is not correct, so I've decided not to try any other patterns I bought from them and just to give up on those. I bought them €2 each, so it's okay, it's not that much of a big deal. But really don't buy these patterns, don't do it, you will be disappointed. And if you're new to sewing, you might think that it's your fault, that the project is a failure, but it's not. It's the pattern in itself that is poorly drawn, and doesn't, and the guidelines don't help you because they are not descriptive enough. They are not. They don't make sense, so they are very, very bad. Honestly, I don't think I've worn it yet. We'll see. Maybe it will be upcycled in a few months because I'm not that happy about it. But we'll see. Then I did this dress. So it's the Honey dress by Evelyn Patterns. It's a bodycon dress with a twisted bust. Yes, you can see. It requires a jersey fabric. You have an opening below the boobs line. I did one last summer that has this cutout, but for this one I didn't want it. So I did just a little thread to put it together, so it's stuck. I originally didn't want to do this dress for this fabric, but the fabric I bought was too light and wouldn't work for this pattern. So I did it with this fabric, which is ribbed cotton jersey that is navy blue. I bought it on Dries & Stoffen. It's very comfortable, very soft, but I only had 2 meters, so I couldn't make the sleeves as I intended to. The pattern doesn't include sleeve, but I wanted to hack it, kind of. So now I don't know if I buy 1 meter more of this fabric to add some sleeves, or if I leave it that way. The idea was to be able to wear it during winter times or colder times with a turtleneck under it or something like that. And I thought I would have more wear of it if it had sleeves. I could add sleeves. The only thing is because the top is lined, you have 2 pieces of fabric here. I'm afraid that if I add a sleeve, it will add too much layers and won't be pretty here. It won't sit well on the shoulder, I mean. Tell me in the comments what you think, if you already had sleeves in such patterns. Oh, and also I did a mistake, well, 2 mistakes when I sewed it. I don't think it's that obvious, so it's okay. I don't know how I did these mistakes because I tried to be very careful following the guidelines, but below the twisted top you have this belt, and the belt is supposed to sit behind the bust part, and in my version of the dress it's in front of. I don't know how I did that. And for the skirt part I sewed the back part in the front and the front in the back. I don't think it's that obvious when I wear it, and I don't know how I was able to fuck it up this way. Approximately, it's what I'm called. It's not for nothing. The following project, it's still ongoing because I didn't have enough fabric. It's the puffy dress by Tropical Research. I wanted to do a top version, so it explained in the guidelines how you can easily do a top version. Basically the skirt part you do only, I think it's 16 centimeters with a 16 centimeters piece of fabric at the bottom, and that is, you have a top. But it's not very clear how much fabric you need for this top version, with sleeves or without sleeve. I did before sleeveless version. Friends have it now. I think it was a bit too cropped for me, so I wanted a better version of it with sleeves this time, but I don't have enough fabric because it's so oversized that it requires actually I think it should be 2.5 meters. I only ordered 2 meters, so far from being enough. I will show it to you what I have for now. So the sleeves are not sewed yet, but I have the two front part on the top, the back, and the first ruffle yoke in the back and in the front. So I'm lacking two others ruffle yokes, back, front, and the sleeves I cut them already, so I'm good on the sleeves. It's just the ruffle bottom part that I'm lacking. But as soon as I have the lacking fabric, it will be completed very easily. I very like this color. I love double gauze. You've seen before I already sewn a project in September in this fabric. It's one of my favorite fabric to wear and to sew. It's very easy. It doesn't slip on your sewing machines like satin does, for example, or viscose. And it's quite a durable fabric, so I really like it. And another project that I'm very happy with, it's this shirt. It's from a book by Charlène Plot. It's called Nacre shirt. I think she called it a blouse, maybe, or not a shirt. It's a book dedicated on easy project, beginner friendly. That's why I think she doesn't like it a shirt but a blouse, because the detail doesn't make it a shirt, I think. For example, you have a simple sleeve, a simple double seam at the wrist, and not, you know, what you have usually on the shirt that is a bit more complicated with buttons and so on. Same for the collar. You sew the collar directly on the front and back yoke, and you finish it with the bias. The indications were quite easy to follow. I think for me that doesn't like when it's too much text and not enough pictures or follow. For me personally, it's easier to follow visual things than words, text. I added some lace that I had in my stash on the collar. It's not always very well done, but it's okay. And I don't know how I did it, but the two front parts, one is a bit longer than the other one. I don't know how I managed to do that. Let's call it talent. And for the first time I use a thing that I had for Christmas last year to make buttons with fabric you have. It's quite easy to do, to use this machine. It's quite satisfying to do, and I think it adds a very nice detail, and it looks, would I dare to say, professional. It looks professional. I really like the shirt. It's a bit oversized, the style, so it's quite comfortable. I have place for my boobs, which is not always the case with shirts. The cotton is also by Dresden-Stoffen. I bought 2 meters and I have a bit left, and I think I will do the shirt again. I hesitate with no collar, to do a bit like a Mao collar, you know, or with to hack the collar a little bit to have it more round and not pointy like this one. I think it could look very nice as well to have a big circular collar. So that is one of my one of the projects I have in mind. I have no idea when I will make it because I don't even have the fabric for it yet, but it's in my mind. And yeah, the finishings are quite well done on this one for a change, so I'm happy about this. In October I was very productive, as you've seen, and it's not over yet. I also did stuffed animal for my niece's birthday. My partner's sister's daughter. She turned 2, and last year I already made her a stuffed animal by the brand Bon Pattern that I found on Etsy. They are specialized in stuffed animal. They are so cute. So last year I bought 2 of them. I did the cats last year. This year I did the fawn. And for next year I think I will buy the fox one because it's very cute. I only have a picture. I think I didn't film it, so I'll put it on the screen. It went well. The cloth, for me, it's always difficult to make because it's such small pieces of fabric that it's sometimes difficult to put it together well without, because you know it's only a few millimeter the seam allowance, so it's a bit difficult for me because I'm not that precise when I sew yet, maybe never. But it turned out well. When she opened the gift, she gave it a big hug, so I think it was a win. And for the stuffing, by the way, I always use my scrap fabric that I keep all year long, and I stuff the animal with it because I think it's more practical than buying stuffing and then you don't know what to do with the stuffing, because I don't do cushion or stuff like that. And also in October I had a headband and scrunchie sale, so I sold about, I think, 13 headbands and 30 or between 25 and 30 scrunchies, so that took some time as well, and the sale went well, so I was happy about it. If you want, by the way, a tutorial on how to make scrunchies with your fabric scrap or headband, just let me know in the comment. I'll be happy to do a video on it. You'll see it's quite simple, and it's an easy project. I learned how to do it as a very beginner sewist, so everyone can tackle it for sure. I think we are done. Thank you very much for following my journey, my sewing journey. Let me know what were your projects for the past few months. Are you happy about it? Do you have some improvement to do? And I will see you soon. Bye bye.